So today, in the very first episode of BlightBreed Hybrid of the Day, I'd like to talk about a hybrid I find very, very unique. A hybrid I fell in love with when I first read her attack move ability. And that hybrid happens to be Serene. Serene is a member of Valerie's Panther clan, and as you can see, she's a bow user, and oftentimes in games, bow users are capable of doing different things. Sometimes they can attack from far distances, sometimes they can get multiple shots off, and perhaps sometimes they can attack from positions others are not capable of. And that's exactly what Serene can do in BlightBreed. Let's take a look at her attack move ability, Bow Dance. Serene is capable of attacking the hybrid in your opponent's combat zone from the podium, which no other hybrid in the game as of right now can do. Obviously at the cost of taking 20 damage, but that's a small price to pay considering she can get you out of a pinch. She's very useful in a few different situations. For instance, let's say your opponent just played a flashbang in their previous turn, and you're not capable of attacking with the hybrid in your combat zone. Well, guess what? You could still swing for 30 from the podium using Serene. It may not be a lot of damage, but it's damage you can deal that you otherwise would have not been capable of dealing. Now let's say you find yourself in this situation. You happen to have Blake or Smitty in your combat zone. Blake has a base damage of 15, and Smitty has a base damage of 10. And let's say, for one reason or another, you aren't able to deal any additional damage with her attack move ability. Instead of dealing a base 10 or 15 damage, you could attack with Serene and deal 2 or 3 times what you'd be able to attacking with Blake or Smitty. Now I get it, these are very niche scenarios, but there is a use for Serene that I could see playing a factor a bit more often. And that is if you ever find you're unable to attack with the hybrid in your combat zone because you don't have the necessary vials to do so. Instead of accepting the fate of not being able to attack at all, if you still happen to have a red and green vial available, you can at least deal 30 damage attacking with Serene without even having to pay the vial to swap her in. And that's where I believe Serene could be a godsend. Once people start to dig in and realize where she could be utilized, I do believe more people may want to throw her in their deck. Especially when you take a look at her special ability, Combat Focused. This is where Serene really stands apart. Keep in mind this ability will be getting nerfed in the near future. Being able to use this on your clan leader was found to be too powerful, but even still, at the cost of a pure vial, you can heal any hybrid in your arena for 40 damage. And this is massive for 2 different reasons. 1, because there aren't a lot of healers in BlightBreed right now, and 2, because 40 damage is a lot to be able to remove. Obviously, it's not as powerful as being able to use it on your clan leader, but still a hybrid could go from the brink of death back to nearly full health, and that could end up winning you the match. So overall, I'd give Serene a usefulness of 3.5 out of 5. I wanted to give her a 4, but considering her attack move ability is situational, and her special ability costs a pure vial which are hard to come by in this game, I had to knock her down a half a point. And as far as her artwork is concerned, I give her a solid 4 out of 5. I really like her heroic stance, and she definitely holds her own against some of the others in this game.